Hey everybody, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I woke up this morning and the sun was shining. It was a good day to film, and now I'm in my car because we are having some work done on our house and they were making a lot of noise. So I'm in my car around the block and it's snowing. So for my first video, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Victoria. I am a registered nurse in New York City. I've been a nurse for a little over a year now, and my floor is primarily telemetry based. It's med-surg telemetry. These people need cardiac monitoring. But because pandemic times are hard times, they transformed my unit into a coronavirus unit where we essentially take all COVID patients, even if they have other issues going on. Instead of going to another unit, they come to us and we take care of them. All the good stuff. But today, I actually wanted to talk about a couple of the #1 essentials I use as an RN, and I'm sure that other people would find these things useful as well. So let's get started. So I have my goodie box with me. I brought it into the car so I could show you guys everything that I think is essential to have. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about that I actually used to use more when we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, and these are my blue light glasses, my blue blocking glasses. They're from Uvea. They came in this cute case. These glasses I think are so cute. I forget what color they are, which kind these are, but I had a friend from school that tried them and she said they were great. So I ended up getting them for all the time that we spend on the computer, for obvious reasons. So this is what they look like. I think they are so cute. I actually stopped wearing them when we were getting more COVID patients because it was one more thing that I had to take care of, one more thing that I had to clean. So maybe I'll start wearing them again. I definitely wear them at home when I'm on my computer. I've worn them watching television if I have my contacts on. They're super helpful, and I think it's an investment. These were kind of expensive. I think these were in between $40 and $50, but they have ones on Amazon that are cheaper. I don't even know why I got these ones. If they had cheaper ones on Amazon, I think you can get like a couple of pairs for like $20. So get yourself a pair. It doesn't have to be these ones. So the next thing that I have, so this is definitely a pandemic favorite. This is the My Favorite Night Balm by Bigelow. This is kind of expensive, but it is so worth it. I used to eat Burt's Bees chapsticks. I needed one in all of my pockets, all of my bags, all of my purses. I needed it in my room. I needed it in my backpack. I used Burt's Bees for probably about 10 years. I was a diehard Burt's Bees fan. I hated all other chapsticks. I loved the menthol feeling. I loved how it moisturized my lips, but the thing was, A, I was addicted, and B, I don't think it really worked well to keep my lips moist. So when I started working in the hospital and we had to wear masks, it was frustrating to have to undo my N95, and now that I wear a respirator, it's even harder. Undo my respirator, put on some chapstick. This chapstick is 8-hour overnight recovery. I do use this during the day, it doesn't have to be overnight, but when I put this on at night and then put it on again in the morning, my lips are fine all day. Or if I'm waking up from my nap, I put it on right before I leave for work and my lips are fine basically all night, even after eating, even after breathing so heavy in my mask. Normally my lips would be raw if I wasn't wearing anything on them, and this chapstick really, really works. I love to put so much, and it tastes, it smells like vanilla. It tastes and it smells really good. I recommend this. I forget how much they are now. I might link it in somewhere on the screen to show you how much they are. I can even put the link down below, but I ended up buying 3 because 3 was the cheapest, and I know that I'm gonna use them pretty quickly. It does last a while, but I do use it every day. Sometimes I use it twice a day, but it's very nice not having to really carry around a chapstick and worry about my lips being so dry and so chapped during the night, as long as I stay hydrated, which brings me to my next item. I'm going to talk about my Hydrojug. This is, I saw another YouTuber, another Instagrammer, she is also a nurse. She introduced me to Hydrojug. This is fantastic. I was originally using a Yeti mug at work. It was 30 ounces. It was a lot of water. It kept my water cold because I work 12 and a half, 13-hour shifts. I'm out of the house for even longer than that. I needed water that stayed cold. But this really gets me to drink a lot of water. The only reason I use this bottle over another thermos is the fact that it comes with a carrying case. It doesn't keep the water as cold as I would like it. I tried it once, I filled it with mostly water, a little bit of ice, and by halfway through the shift, my water was room temperature. But my trick is now, I fill it a little bit on the bottom when I'm leaving for work, and then the rest is ice. So by the morning time, my water is just getting to room temperature, and that's fine with me. I end up drinking cold water throughout the night, which is really nice. And this is a half a gallon, so if you're looking to drink a lot of water, this is an excellent idea. The case has a little pocket for something that you might want to put in there. This makes it so much easier to carry my stuff into work. Put your phone in here. You can actually, another thing that I have, you can put your Verb bar in there. These I'm gonna talk about in a second, but it fits nice. My phone, I'm not gonna put in there, but I have it. I've washed this case before, this sleeve, because I do bring it to the floor, obviously, and it sits on the nurse's station desk. I try to clean the desk before I put my stuff down, but you know, things get moved around, so I can wash this. This says it's dishwasher safe. I don't advise putting the top in the dishwasher, only because I did it once and there's a little like washer on the inside that kept popping out, and it's what makes the seal so it doesn't leak everywhere. I finally got it to stay in place, but I probably won't put that in the dishwasher again. The bottom though, I think you can do. If you can get it to fit, I don't know, I just wash it myself. Okay, to talk about my Burp Bars, I found these online. These are fantastic. I love coffee. I don't drink energy drinks so much, but caffeine is a way of life. I struggle to drink enough coffee to get me caffeinated enough to last me through the shift. So these are excellent. These are also really good if you're going on a road trip where you can't drink so much coffee and you can't stop to go to the bathroom. These are, I don't want to say they're bite-sized. They're like a couple of bites. Energy bars. They have as much caffeine as an espresso and they're only 90 calories. This gives you enough energy. You can even have 2 of these, 65 milligrams of caffeine. That's like an espresso shot. This one is their pumpkin spice latte flavor. Excellent. They don't have this all the time. This was more of a fall flavor. I'm not sure if they always have this one. I don't think they do. I don't know if they even have it anymore. But right now their ginger snap is out. That's their winter flavor. They have a lot of other flavors that I really enjoy. I like their coconut chai latte. Their chocolate one is pretty good. But this one tastes like muffins. Pumpkin. If you're into pumpkin spice, this is good. If you really need your caffeine. I will drink my coffee before my shift, and I'll have one of these as well, because sometimes it takes 2 cups of coffee to get me going, and I don't have the bladder for 2 cups of coffee, nor do I have the time. My belly ends up getting full and I'm still sleeping. So those are the struggles of needing caffeine to function. One of the other things that's not caffeinated is this tea. This is Yogi tea, and it's throat comfort. This wasn't the original one that I enjoyed. The other one that I had was, I forget, I want to say it's Herbal Essence, but that's the name of a shampoo. It's Herbal something or another, and it's called Throat Coat. This is a comparable flavor. It's literally the same. This tea is decaf, caffeine-free herbal supplement. And what makes it taste delicious is the licorice root. It has cinnamon. You don't really taste the orange. The organic slippery elm, that's the element in here that really soothes your throat, because I take slippery elm lozenges sometimes when I have a sore throat, and it really coats the throat and it makes it feel great. You don't have to put anything in this. This really doesn't need any sugar or sweetener, honey, whatever you put in your tea. Otherwise, this is sweet by itself. This is absolutely delicious. I hope this comes into great. Moving on to something else that keeps my throat moist at work without having to chew gum. So chewing gum is nearly impossible with a mask. It's doable. It's kind of hard for me to chew gum while I'm wearing a respirator that's so tight on my face. So I use Listerine strips. You could also use the Listerine, the sprays. I have one of these in my pocket at work. You could put it in your lunchbox, I guess. I usually use one after I eat so I don't breathe any kind of breath that smells like what I ate on anyone. I'm not too sure if anybody could smell my breath through my respirator anyway, I definitely smell my breath in my respirator, so these are excellent. If you want something that you don't have time to drink your water, even though you brought a half a gallon, these are really good. I recommend tea tree oil. This is excellent. This is not something you eat. This is something you put on your skin. This one, if it would come into focus, this one's from Vitacost. I buy a lot of things from Vitacost. So I have a soap at home that I actually have put a couple of drops in, and then I use that soap to wash my face every day. And then when I'm done washing my face, I mix this with a little bit of my lotion. I use Olay lotion, and it is an antibacterial. It keeps the skin clear. When you use very little, if you use too much, you can irritate your skin. But because it is so strong. But this keeps my acne at bay. I put it on my chin, I put it in between my eyebrows and like kind of the T-zone and around my nose. And I find that it keeps my skin looking somewhat normal. If I have a breakout that I feel coming on, if I feel like I have a pimple forming that's kind of under the skin, I put tea tree oil on it for a couple of days and it ends up drying it out. So if you are into things like this, I highly recommend. I'm sure there's other products out there that you really could use. That is all I have for now. These are so comfortable. I have had issues with other shoes that I wear for a little while and then they end up giving me a lot of issues. I've tried clogs, I've tried Sanita shoes, they're another kind of clog, and they were good for a little while and they ended up being super uncomfortable after a little bit. I would wear them, I think I wore them for a couple of weeks, and after a couple of weeks they ended up being so uncomfortable I felt like I had ice picks in the balls of my feet and in my heels. Super uncomfortable. This camera is so frustrating. So I can't. So that's enough on my shoes. I do have a couple of things at home that I am looking to share with you. I have blackout curtains in my room that I would love to show you how dark my room actually gets. But I also have a sound machine. This is my sound machine. It plays both fan sounds and white noise. So this is one of the fan sounds, but depending on what's going on in the house, what's going on outside, I can change it. So this is really good. I enjoy having this, especially while I'm sleeping during the day. Another thing that I have in my corner here, melatonin. So I normally don't have any trouble falling asleep during the day. It's more for my nap that I have trouble falling asleep. I don't take the full 5 milligrams. I might bite it in half, depending on what time I fall asleep. These are really good to have, this brand. I get this from Vitacost online, but I'm sure you can get this anywhere. These are my blackout curtains, so let me shut the lights off and show you what it looks like. So the light does come in on the side and on the top. I have a command strip on this side to keep the blinds shut. I have 2 windows in my room, but this is pretty dark. If you don't have blackout curtains, I suggest an eye mask for during the day, but it has little sockets for your eyeballs, so your eyelashes don't get crushed. This is the brand. I got this on Amazon. You can literally get them anywhere, any kind you want. I wasn't really too picky about it. I just need something to cover my eyes while I was sleeping. But I do have the blackout curtains now, so I don't really wear my eye mask anymore. So I highly recommend getting these curtains if you sleep during the day. Even if at nighttime you want it to be a little darker in your room, it definitely is beneficial. I forgot to mention that because these are so thick, it actually blocks out a lot of draft. So my bed is right here. I'm sleeping right next to the window and I really don't feel any of the draft come through. Normally it's cold by this window, but because these curtains are so thick, I mean, these are like, it's significant material. They did come a little wrinkled, so I had to steam them to get the wrinkles to come out, but they're multi-purpose, I guess. They don't just keep the light out, they keep the cold out. And they're actually not bad looking, they're kind of cute. Right now, I'm gonna go to Starbucks. All of December, they're doing free coffee for healthcare workers if you bring your ID. So I have my ID with me. I'm gonna go get an iced coffee even though it's snowing, and I'll take you guys with me just for fun. I'm noticing in this lighting my hair is red. My hair is not red, it's brown. I figured I'd clarify. On our way to Starbucks. Let's go.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you?
Hi, are you still doing the coffees for healthcare workers?
Yes, it is. Hot coffee or an iced coffee, small size?
Yes, can I do an iced coffee with almond milk? And
Sweetener?
can you do the thick caramel drizzle, not the classic?
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, we'll see you at the window.
Thank you so much. Ooh, burr, it's cold. Okay, well, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I'm looking to make more YouTube videos in the future. I really want to share what I do as a nurse, what I do outside of being a nurse. I have lifestyle tips and tricks to share, products like I did today, things that I'm passionate about I would love to share with the public. So please subscribe. You can also follow my Instagram. My tag is @NurseVictoria with a double A on the end. I'm looking to change my YouTube name as well so it matches, so there's no confusion. But I'll link my Instagram down below. It's also going to be in my bio on YouTube as well. So if you want to give me a follow there, that would be great. You can see me regularly because this YouTube thing, I don't know, I need to get the hang of it first. But thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.